Coming up on this week's episode, King School announces winner of Martha Scholarship. Also, SAFE says CSI ACS work restarts, and FAA proposes medical requirements for balloons. Welcome to Airborne Flight Training, your one-stop shop for all things flight training. Thank you for joining us. I'm your host, Kimberly Kay. King School announces winner of Martha's Scholarship. Sarah Tammer, a Caravan seaplane pilot for Tailwind Air in New York City, is the 6th annual recipient of the WAI Martha King Scholarship for female flight instructors. Prior to winning this year's Women in Aviation Assistance, she worked at an advertising job in an office by New York's East River. Watching float planes come and go, she felt a calling, then saying, "I didn't know I was meant to fly. I didn't know I had the potential to become a pilot. I didn't know flying seaplanes for a living would become my life's purpose. All it took to spark the interest was a ride along in a Cessna 172. Saving up for her private certificate, she ended her job in advertising and joined New York Seaplane Service Tailwind. With less than 100 hours when she first flew a seaplane, she quickly accumulated the needful until she found herself flying the same Cessna Caravans she had watched pass by. As the local EAA chapter VP, she has begun building her own seaplane. The scholarship includes $5,000 stipend and lifetime unlimited access to all King School courses, including FIRCs for life, valued at over $18,000. After the break, Bristow Group accepts a new class of cadets. Details after these messages.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
Well, hello, fellow pilot. I'm John Kay.
And I'm Martha King.
You know, we've all had our flying lives disrupted lately.
Well, King Schools is here to help you stay up to date with courses that you can access on your desktop, iPad, or iPhone. If you'd like a refresher or just want to expand your aviation horizons, we have a course for you.
So head over to kingschools.com/Rusty today for details.
If it looks good, it usually flies good. The Bristow series of aircraft is proof of that. Furthering their legacy of safety and efficiency, Bristow is proud to feature the Rotax 915 IS Turbo in the current lineup of aircraft. The 915 IS Turbo power plant offers more power than ever before in a light sport aircraft. Learn more about Bristow at www.sportflyingusa.com.
Welcome back. With so much news coming out of the flight training industry, we're going to be summarizing some shorter stories in this brief segment we call Around the Patch. Bristow Group accepts newest class of cadets. Bristol Group, Inc. announced their latest group of trainees has commenced their course of study under their fully sponsored UK cadet program held in partnership with Heli Center Aviation. The program is the only one of its kind in the UK that allows cadets to enter, train, graduate, and transition directly into employment with Bristow, where they can gain type ratings and begin their careers as first officers with one of the largest rotary wing operators in the world. Competition for entry is stiff. Pan Am Flight Academy announced their freshly acquired Level D Boeing 757-200 full flight simulator is qualified and ready to go. Equipped with the most up-to-date flight models with full ISNS cockpit controls, Rolls-Royce RB211 engine models, GPS, and SMG CS support, thanks to its FFS built, it is capable of UPRT DIR-2 training. The sim is accompanied by a Level 5 flight training device expected to come online within the next coming weeks. Another safer year for experimental category aircraft. The EAA is happy to announce another year of increased safety as the fatal accident rate has once again decreased. Experimental category aircraft, often the problem child of aircraft operators, has seen its fatal accident total fall another 5% to finish below the FAA never exceeded total for the federal fiscal year ending in September 30th. Overall, general aviation has seen increasing flight hours flown, thankfully without a corresponding increase in accidents. Rostec releases training parachute. Rostec's new parachute, the Cadet 75, is a round canopy training system to allow each step of the deployment process to be manually actuated. With demarcation between phases of deployment, students can attentively practice separation from the aircraft and free-fall skills. The chute is suited for drops from 43 knots to 151 knots, with a total flying weight up to 240 pounds. Increased canopy stability allows the parachutist to make a full turn in no more than 12 seconds. Well, that does it for today's trip around the patch. Now, as we turn to the rest of the news, the FAA has updated the ACS working group with the agency's plan to publish future updates. The private pilot and commercial pilot airman certification standards were completed years ago, but up to now, no further developments have occurred due to disputes in the publication process. The Society of Aviation and Flight Educators announced in their November membership newsletter that the wait may be finally over. In the spring of 2021, SAFE signed an industry letter to the Department of Transportation requesting the continuation of the updated standards, hoping to spur a continuation of the working group's process. A legal debate has stalled the project as the DOT concluded that the ACS and PTS required legal rulemaking because it used mandatory language when assigning tasks to refer to maneuvers or skills not mentioned explicitly in the CFRs. Following that decision in December 2018, the DOT advised the FAA that all future ACS documents, including updates, would require that the FAA choose between removing any tasks not explicitly required by regulators or through the process to make a rule that would make them regulatory. The former would invalidate much if the ACS project's purpose, while the latter would subject its development to lengthy bureaucracy. After these messages, FAA proposes medical requirements for balloons. Those details after the break.
At Diamond Aircraft, innovation is in our DNA. Whether you're taking to the skies for training or business travel, every aircraft in Diamond's lineup features innovative technology, an industry-leading safety record, superior performance and efficiency, and a comfortable flying experience. No other company has pioneered as many aviation firsts, achieved more milestones, or received the same amount of industry praise as Diamond. Discover why Diamond Aircraft is one of the most trusted manufacturers in aviation at diamondaircraft.com.
Aviation Safety Resources is disrupting the market for aircraft emergency parachute recovery systems. ASR systems are smaller, lighter weight, and offer longer repack cycles than similar products available in the current market. ASR has a recovery system available for every type of aircraft: sport, experimental, light sport, general aviation, urban air mobility, vertical takeoff and landing, electric propulsion, and unmanned aerial systems. Find the right product for your aircraft at aviationsafetyresources.com.
The Zephyr is what you have always wanted. A highly capable two-seat turbine-powered helicopter with great ramp appeal, 100-mile-per-hour cruise speed, 172 nautical mile range, and to top it all off, a first-of-its-kind emergency airframe parachute system. The Curdy Design Zephyr, unique, advanced, innovative, and highly capable. Your ultimate freedom machine is available now at zephyr.eu.
Welcome back. The FAA has proposed a rule requiring commercial hot air balloon pilots to hold a medical certificate when operating for hire. Similar to other commercial pilots, they would need a second-class medical certificate. Under current regulations, lighter-than-air aircraft pilots do not require the same medical certification process that others do, only required to affirm that they have no medical defect that would make them unable to pilot a free balloon. Balloon pilots are responsible for the safety of their passengers, FAA Administrator Steve Dixon said. This proposed rule would ensure that balloon pilots meet the same medical requirements as pilots of other commercial aircraft. This falls in line with agency actions to increase the margin of safety across the general aviation sphere. As announced, following a 2016 fatal balloon accident that caused 16 fatalities, the FAA developed an accreditation program working with the Balloon Federation of America, the Envelope of Safety. The BFA program helps prospective customers select a ride company or pilot that has been proven to voluntarily maintain higher safety standards. That does it for our show today. I'm your host, Kimberly Kay. You can catch episodes of Airborne on Roku and Fire TV. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne in the directory, and don't forget to follow us on social media. Thanks for watching.